Right now, millions of people around the world are absolutely certain about memories that are provably false, and once you hear these, you might be one of them. By the end of this video, you won't trust your own memory the same way again. It's called the Mandela Effect, named after Nelson Mandela, because thousands of people swore they remembered him dying in prison in the 1980s. Some even remembered news coverage of his funeral, speeches from world leaders, and TV specials. None of that happened. He didn't die in prison. He was released in 1990, became president of South Africa, and lived until 2013. So how do thousands of unrelated people share the exact same false memory, down to specific details? Let's start with something simple. Picture the Monopoly man right now in your head, top hat, cane, mustache, and a monocle, right? Go ahead, picture him clearly. He doesn't have a monocle. He never did, in any official version. But here's what's interesting: when researchers showed people multiple versions of the character, a huge percentage confidently picked the one with a monocle as the real one, even pointing out details that supposedly proved it. Their brains weren't just uncertain, they were confident and wrong. Next, the Berenstain Bears. If you grew up with this book, say the name in your head right now. Chances are you said Berenstain with an E. It was always spelled with an A, Berenstain. Never changed, never had a different edition. And this one's particularly strange because it's not just a vague memory. Many people specifically remember sounding it out letter by letter as kids and being sure it was Stein. That level of detailed false memory is what makes this case famous among psychologists. Here's one almost everyone gets wrong. In Star Wars, remember Darth Vader saying, "Luke, I am your father"? Quote it in your head. Now go check the actual scene. The real line is just, "No, I am your father." Luke's name isn't even in it. This is one of the most quoted movie lines in history, and it's misquoted almost every single time, including in countless other movies and TV shows that reference it. One more, because this one surprises people the most. The Fruit of the Loom logo, the clothing brand. Picture the logo right now. Many people are certain there's a cornucopia, a horn-shaped basket, behind the fruits. There never was. It's just fruit. No basket, ever, in any official logo. So why does this happen to so many people, on the exact same details? Psychologists point to something called confabulation. Your brain doesn't store memories like a video file that gets replayed perfectly. Every time you recall something, your brain actively reconstructs it from fragments and fills in any gaps with whatever feels logical or expected. If a detail feels like it should be true, like a rich mascot wearing a monocle because that fits the wealthy man image, or a fruit brand having a basket because that seems like a natural design choice, your brain quietly inserts that detail without you ever noticing the substitution. It's not lying to you. It genuinely believes the reconstructed version is accurate. And there's a social layer to this too. When we discuss these memories with other people, online, in conversations, in comment sections, we're not just sharing a memory, we're reinforcing it. If someone else confidently describes the monocle, your brain treats that as confirming evidence, even though it's just another person with the same false memory. This is how false memories spread and strengthen across millions of people simultaneously. Now, some people take this much further. Online communities have built entire theories around the Mandela Effect being proof of parallel universes, timeline shifts, or reality actually changing around us. There's zero scientific evidence supporting that. But the popularity of that theory says something fascinating on its own. People trust their own memory so completely that they'd rather believe reality shifted than accept their brain made an error. So what can you actually do with this? Next time you're 100% certain about a small detail, a logo, a quote, a name, it might be worth a quick double check before repeating it as fact. Not because your memory is broken, but because this is just how every human brain works. So that's the real story behind the Mandela Effect, not parallel universes, just the fascinating and slightly unsettling way memory actually works. Which one of these actually got you? And do you have your own Mandela Effect example, something you were 100% sure about until you checked? Comment it below.